gang. Today we're going to teach our dogs to twist and spin. And what this is where your dog is going to complete a full circle when you give them the cue twist or you give them the cue spin. Now, to keep in mind, from the dog's perspective, the different way your dog turns, the different direction your dog turns, that is a different action. So if your dog turns to the right, we're going to call this twist. If your dog turns to the left, we're going to call it spin. So Neville and I are going to show you how to start this off. He hasn't done this before, so you'll be able to see how it's not always easy. You're going to need treats in your hand. You want to start off with your dog standing at your side, facing the same way as you. It's more difficult to teach this with the dog facing you. So Neville and I are going to start. So you can lure the dog out of position. If you want the dog by your side, you can lure them round. So I'm going to stand to the side so you can see what Neville does. I'm holding the food treat right on his nose. I'm using my hand closest to him, and I'm going to move my hand out the way so he turns a full circle. Initially, you just want to mark that behaviour. So good. So once he's completed that full circle, Neville, Nev, I dropped the treat. And he's wanting to try and go and find it. Neville, please. So, hand closest to the dog, out to the side, and once they spin, you mark in the ward. Every dog has a good and a bad side. So one side, like Neville there, could be fine. Then we have a bad side. I think this will be his bad side. So if when you try and do it, good, your dog doesn't fully turn for you, then you mark in the ward the little increments of bending. Good. So I'm just letting him know, good, he can be flexible. He can turn absolutely fine. He's off to find his treat again. Good. And ideally they have to stay standing for this. Good. And then you get your full spin. If you have a bigger dog, you might need to take a step forward and back whilst doing this to allow their body. Good. Neville's small enough that we can do this. But if you have the longer dogs, you can step forward as they turn, step back to give them room, and then you come round together. Be aware that we're working your dog's muscles by doing this little game. So whatever you do on one side of the body, you need to do an equal number on the other side of the body. And you don't want to practice this too much because you are working muscles. But we're going to look at when to name this. So Neville out. So I'll get Neville back to my side. So I'm going to call this one twist. Twist. So I'm going to say it at the point of no return. Twist. Good boy. Twist. Clever boy. Now if we're going on the other side, I'm going to say spin. Good boy. And I've still got the food in front of the nose. Spin. Good boy. And one more. Spin. Good boy. Once you've done lots and lots of practices using your treats and your luring and you're adding in your cue words, then you're going to try it without food in your hand. You'll cue your dog twist or spin, give them the hand signal. Then, once they're good at that with no food in your hand, then you can start to minimise your hand signals. Because right now, all of us will be like big wooden spoons trying to stir the pot. So what you do is instead of moving your whole arm, you just maybe move your wrist in a circular motion. And from there, it becomes just your finger moving in a circular motion. So, have fun practicing. I'm going to keep practicing with Neville. And let's see if we can get some spectacular twists and spins. Bye for now.